for some, but for everyone.
At Subaru, every moment is a chance to laugh, to play and connect. And right now it's your chance to get up to 5 years unlimited kilometre warranty and 5 years roadside assist on selected models. At Subaru, every moment is a chance to do.
This November,
roll out the red carpet.
So exciting!
You can be the first to witness the new holiday classic.
It will be something you'll never forget.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Disney's The Nutcracker in cinemas November 22.
The John Denver Estate and Metropolis Touring presents the John Denver Celebration Concert. Hear John Denver's voice and watch him perform on video screens while being backed live by members of his touring band. December 18th at the Civic Theatre. December 19th at the Art House. Book your tickets now from Ticketek, the Civic Theatre, or the Art House.
I'm a country boy, yeah!
Newcastle Permanent is Australia's Home Lender of the Year. Again. So instead of searching for a better home loan, you can do just about anything else. Get a great home loan and get on with life.
Looks like we had that'll take you places.
Yep.
Queensland, where life's beautiful one day and perfect the next.
What does it take to be a real Aussie energy provider? That means keeping jobs right here in Australia. That's real Aussie energy. Red Energy, 100% Australian electricity and gas.
The shark that attacked a 24-year-old surfer in waist-height water on the New South Wales south coast yesterday has been identified as a wobbegong. A biologist making the call after assessing photographs of the wounds and a tooth fragment. The victim, who was airlifted to St George Hospital, was mauled on his right leg and hand and underwent surgery today. 7 Mile Beach and the surrounds were closed for 24 hours with extra patrols on the lookout. And further north, a 17-year-old has been bitten by a shark while spearfishing off Arnhem Land in the Northern Territory just before 10 this morning. The teen was diving off a boat 30 kilometres from shore when he was attacked. He was airlifted to Royal Darwin Hospital with bites to his arm and leg. It's usually parents worrying their children spend too much time on their phones, but it appears the tables have turned. Frustrated kids craving the attention of mum and dad, revealing they're often ignored and neglected as their parents immerse themselves in the digital world.
Heads down and tuned out. I've definitely been accused of mum put that phone down.
Phone-obsessed parents prioritising pics and posts over their children's concerns.
I think my wife chips me a fair bit about being on my phone all the time.
There's now proof mums and dads are more caught up in a digital world than their kids. 7,000 children between 4 and 18 admitting in a landmark Queensland government report they crave their parents' attention to deal with anxiety and bullying, but never get it.
With devices, we know that people can be almost 100% disconnected from what else is going around them, and we know that children need about 90% of parents' attention.
A staggering 60% of kids claim to be under too much stress, while 1 in 3 say they've been bullied in the last 3 months. Many forced to find other means to let their feelings out.
So who are kids turning to when their parents are buried in these? Well, it's their four-legged friends. And whilst they can't give any sort of advice, there's simply the closest ear who's always happy to listen.
Pets can smell when you're upset, or as humans you need to be looking at someone.
The expert advice: parents switch off. Instead, tap in to your child's mood.
Listen to your kids. Get off the social media.
If you set an example, and if the parents are on their phone all the time, then you shouldn't be surprised if your kids do the same.
Overseas now, and 250,000 protesters have brought large parts of France to a standstill as they demonstrated over the rising cost of fuel. Protesters formed roadblocks on motorways, major roads, even airport entrances. sparking gridlock and traffic accidents, one fatal. In Paris, hundreds also clashed with riot police late into the night near the presidential palace. School holiday camps are supposed to be places of fun and friendship, but in Western Ukraine, children are being trained to shoot and kill at camps run by a radical far-right party. It comes as European leaders grapple with how to respond to the rise of nationalism.
Woken by a stun grenade in the dead of night. Teenagers and children stumble from their tents, clutching AK-47 assault rifles. Half asleep, this boy struggles to load his. There are children here as young as 8 years old, learning to defend their country from Russians in a brutal training program created by one of Ukraine's radical nationalist groups. This instructor lectures them about the challenges he says could destroy European civilization. Versions of modern Bolsheviks who have come to power in Europe and try to make all those lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender things like gay pride parades part of the education system. Parties like this have been increasing their profile and popularity since Russia invaded Ukraine in 2014. While what's happening in Ukraine is extreme, right across Europe, hardline nationalism is on the rise and it's forcing mainstream parties to take notice. Alexander Downer is the head of a UK policy think tank.
It's the uncontrolled immigration that has, more than any other single factor, sparked a nationalist reaction. And political leaders in Europe need to take that into account, particularly in Germany.
In America too, nationalism is on the rise, embraced by the US president.
Well, you have nationalists, you have globalists. I also love the world, and I don't mind helping the world, but we have to straighten out our country first.
He's been accused of empowering white nationalists.
People need to calm down about that. For Donald Trump to say he puts America first is not surprising. He's the President of the United States.
These young people say they want to protect their country and one day drive Russia out of Ukraine. We don't pray to Adolf Hitler or Mussolini. We just love our country a little more than other countries. A love that's turning young minds into trained killers. Amelia Adams, NBN News.
Ahead in the news, we meet a teenager who's dancing her way through her second chance at life. And often racing, the Postie Bike Grand Prix that stops a hunter town.
Look around as the favourites come out. It begins. Working as a dream team. Nice. The flirt. Classic. Cadbury favourites. Everyone gets their favourites. In Finland, Skoda gets hearts racing. In the UK, it's trusted to save lives. In France, it supports cyclists. In Germany, it's at home on the Autobahn. Stone Cold Classic! In Australia, it's redefining luxury. Skoda, simply clever.
Yeah, we're all packed. See you in the morning.
Great, I can't wait. I think we're going to need a bigger couch. Alright, let's go.
At Fantastic, it's the little things that matter most. Like the moments that make a house a home. Shop in store or online and find your Fantastic today.
stack up on the Holden Astra Sedan LS demo. Now the best value it's ever been from $17,990 drive away. Plus 0.9% per annum comparison rate finance. The highest ANCAP safety rating. Outstanding performance. A 5-year warranty. The numbers just keep stacking up. The Astra Sedan LS demo. From $17,990 drive away plus 0.9% per annum comparison rate finance. See how the numbers stack up on the Astra at your Holden dealer now.
Bet Easy and Sky Racing Vision make it easy to raise your game. No matter where you are, you can bet. And watch more thoroughbred greyhound and harness races live. All without leaving the app. Whatever the competition, it's easy to raise your game with Bet Easy.
35, 40, 45, hard to tell. Is it a DNA or Olay? Olay's most advanced anti-aging formula helps renew, plump and reduce wrinkles. Look up to 10 years younger in 28 days.
McDonald Jones are proud to announce our new Architect's Choice Luxury Package with upgrades for your kitchen, bathroom and much more. It's in a class of its own. Discover more at a display home today.
It was once described as an island of forgotten children, home to an asylum for nearly a century. Now, Pete Island, near the Central Coast, will shed its haunted past with grand plans to refresh it as a tourism hotspot.